Welcome to episode 2 of the Porkchop podcast. I'm Ian.
I'm Keone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's week 2. I'm really excited about week 2.
I know. We haven't even uploaded the first one, though.
You know...
But shh, you guys don't know that yet. So, alright.
That's an insider's secret.
Yes. So, Keone, do you want to give us what was the fake fact and the real fact from last week?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, last week's fun fact, fake fact was that when hippos are upset, their sweat turns red. And that hippos can eat more than 40 times their weight in a week. And drum roll, please.
We're not good enough for effects yet.
Well, I mean, I was improvising.
Yeah, I know. Good job, dude. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's always good to hear. Your fun fact is, when hippos are upset, their sweat turns red. So for all of you who got that right, without the use of the internet, thank you. Because all of those who did, cheaters. You're a cheater. You will never get through life cheating. But yeah, so all of you who got that right, congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a little treat for the day. Treat yourself.
Where did you come up with the 40 times their body weight number?
I don't know. I just came up with it.
Oh, you literally just said, fuck it, let's go.
Like hippos. Oh yeah, they're big and fat. They can probably eat a lot.
40 times their weight, though. That's like a lot.
Yeah, but in a week.
Great. So it's divided by 7 days.
That's how it gets you.
6 times their weight every day.
Well, so I've probably got some people out there. That
one
half of the percentage of a listener, you know?
Good point, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're going to pretty much open up how we did last time.
All right.
Although we remember we got to start off with a fun fact about ourselves. So, I'm Ian. And I just struggled extremely hard opening this Gatorade. And I mean, like, my hand hurts now.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was actually really hard.
I almost had to provide some tactical support. But I would have to have left my post. And never leave your post.
Yeah, I was low-key worried.
Yeah.
And then, Keone, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact is that I went to a meeting this morning that was pointless. Hashtag relatable. Yes, I know. Kill myself.
Yeah, thank you. All right. As long as you know to kill yourself.
But yeah, it's
But
not,
don't really kill yourself.
no.
That's not a cool thing.
Yeah, no.
Somebody out there needs you.
Yes.
Listen to Logic's suicide song. I don't remember the actual number. It's like 1-800 something. But it has a good message.
Okay, yes.
Only criticism I have for it is don't say who can relate, woo, in a really like depressing song. It just doesn't fit, man.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I want to kill myself. Who can relate? Woo! Like, no, man. It just, know the flow of your own song.
Yeah, and he only says that to me because he knows that I don't care and he can get away with it with me. But otherwise, doesn't say it. So
Yeah, I rarely ever tell anybody to kill themselves.
I got you.
Hitler was here, I would tell him to kill himself.
Oh, yeah, because also going back to Nazis, gotta have Nazis in every show, but fuck them. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
every
you.
show.
Fuck
say,
you
fuck
if you're a
the
Nazi.
Nazis. Yeah, all right. Fuck Nazis. Woo!
New title of the podcast, Fuck Nazis. Woo.
That's the title of this episode.
All right. Last week was, what was it?
It was porn, pork chops, and politics.
A podcast. Yeah. It is
This
the
week,
Porkchop podcast.
fuck Nazis, woo.
So last week we had Ryan give us a list of 10 topics.
Right.
Ryan, shout out Rocco the Explorer, Ryan Williams. This week,
He's a good guy.
we had my other roommate, JJ, give us a list of topics. I asked for 10. He gave us 18.
Yeah, totally not from the internet or somewhere. Totally original ideas. Yeah. I think I saw him, like, on his phone.
He used inspiration. Like, here, I'll read the first one right now.
All right.
Fuck, that's hard. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, we're up for the challenge, right?
All right. So, shout out
JJ Obama.
Yeah, is it JJ Obama or J. John the Don right now?
Oh, I like that second one.
He changes it kind of frequently.
Hey, live, adapt, prosper, whatever that thing is. Bear Grylls. Adapt, overcome.
So
money.
his name is JJ Obama. His Twitter handle, however, is J. John the Don.
Oh, okay. I don't understand like how that works necessarily. Like you have two. Like
your Twitter handle is literally how somebody finds you. It's like an email address. Your name is Keone Eichholz, but your email address is KEicholz3 or whatever it is, right? It's the same way. His name that he put up there is stupid. It's JJ Obama.
And then he has something right like.
And then his Twitter handle, so how his account name is J. John the Don.
It would be like at J. John the Don.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but he goes by.
He just goes by JJ. It's just a stupid name that he put up there. I can change my name on there to fucking.
No, I mean I understand that. It's just maybe it's just
Steve Buscemi's like little
beautiful eyes.
Yeah, he has beautiful eyes.
Yes.
Don't believe anybody's lies.
Look it up. Let's just look up Steve Buscemi eyes.
And tell me you don't.
Alone in the darkness.
Tell me you don't want to jerk off to that.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm just socially inept. Well, not socially inept. Social media inept.
All right. Let's go right into
it. Plow right through this.
Number 1.
We'll not plow through it.
Describe your perfect, with air quotes, first date.
Ugh.
Okay, I'll go first.
Ugh.
If we're doing money is not an issue.
Money.
Which is not an issue in this. If it's not an issue, helicopter tour.
Oh, I was gonna say hot air balloon. Damn.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a good one too. Like a helicopter tour of like the Bay, San Diego. That's where we're from. Shout out
helicopter
SD.
Tour of a hot air balloon.
So we both have dates, and it's like we're gonna do a tour of Keone's date right now. That's a good idea. Oh, and due to last week, I learned do not drink near the mic. So
what are you talking about? Remember comedic purposes.
Remember how it got glug glug glug? Yeah, sorry about that.
This is how you properly drink near the mic.
No, don't do this, please. Yeah, thank you.
He's stifling my creativity.
If we're doing it with my finances as they are currently, we are going on a nice picnic to Santee Lakes.
Oh.
Yes. Or I will learn my best a recipe, and I will have you come over, and I will cook for you. And
like you'll have me cook for you?
No.
You yourself will cook.
I will cook.
Oh, okay.
For my date. I will learn something. I will learn how to cook something, and I will cook. And
make it simple though. Simple yet delicious.
That would actually probably be better for another date, because first date is like, oh, come over to my house. Like that's not rapey at all.
Yeah. You gotta like that's at least second or third date.
Yeah. But a picnic would be good.
Yeah.
In a nice public place.
Yeah.
Feed the ducks maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like.
How about yours? What would yours be if finances right now?
Okay, so I will not name this person, but it wasn't a date. Okay. It was like I guess it was a bro date.
Was it John?
Shut up. Damn it. Whatever.
I want John to be hearing this.
Okay. He knows. So we went to a bar, watched, I think it was because he likes the Penguins, watched a Penguins game. This bar, I think it's Bub's. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is. Really great pretzels. Like they're big pretzel, delicious. Anyways, so watch a sports game, just a sports game in general, at a bar in a public place, or go to an actual sports game like a goals game. Goals games are fun as shit.
Especially Friday $2 beer night.
Oh yeah, get lit.
Yeah. Goals, our sponsor this week. $2 beer night, Bud Light only.
Hey.
Please sponsor us, Goals.
Yes,
please pay us. We'll keep promoting you.
Oh my god. Well, because it's also like. Honestly, we like your product, so it's like
honestly,
we're not selling out.
Yeah, just do me a favor though. Like, all you have to do to like continue for us to sponsor you, just buy me like a microphone for my camera. I already picked it out. It's like $100.
Oh, that's.
You want to buy the boom pole? Like 130. Nothing.
It's like 2 tickets. Anyways.
No, it's like 6 tickets, dude. They're only like $20.
Oh.
depending, like sit in the corner in the ball, in the upper ball.
That's true.
Cheap.
Yeah,
That's a good
true.
day. All right.
Anyways, not finished.
Oh, dude, we have 18.
Okay, it was down in PB, so that's why I remember. Okay, so do that. You know, like you got a little bit of food in your belly, but still enough room for dessert. Go to Baked Bear. Great ice cream sandwiches. Have an ice cream sandwich there. Walk along the beach with like at nighttime, so it's like nice. You hear the water, going, but you don't necessarily have to.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't necessarily have to go in. We walked for a really long time.
Are you coming out of the closet in this podcast?
No, I'm not,
Do
but
we have
it's
to change
just
the name of this podcast?
No, but
Keone's gay.
woo.
Keone's gay. Not clickbait. Not clickbait.
That's too early to have
Good point.
that episode. And then we waited for like the Uber for like a little bit, like for a while, and like I think the Uber came by and like the dude was stoned, which is kind of funny.
Hey.
Yeah. Because it was like a middle-aged dude who's like just went through a divorce, but he had like just spoken with his wife or his ex-wife, I guess, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're cordial." It's like, "Oh, that's nice." Anyways, get back to John's. Watch some. I think we watched like TV, or like watched a movie, like some like Shaolin soccer movie, some really stupid shit. Yeah, and then I went home. So pretty much like a date. So like without like smashing. Like, well, I mean, yeah, like had
Was
it
it because
included everything that needed to be there except for like the smashing.
the romance?
Although not on a first date, unless you want to. Whatever, you do you.
Was it you that chose not to smash, or John?
I think it was
Was it mutual?
I guess I don't know. But yeah, it was a good bro date. It was a good bro down.
So some of these, okay, 2 of these tie in together.
Are we doing all 18?
Yeah, because some of these are gonna take like half a second. Like
We're in for the long haul, folks. Although hopefully this.
some of
is,
these are really
probably just an hour and a half still, just like the last one. So
yeah. Some like one of these 12. That one we could talk about for a while, but
Yeah.
otherwise like one of these is this or that. And it's like what? That.
you can go with this, or you can go with that.
Okay, so this one. Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, or Jordan. What brand did you pick / would you pick if you were in 2K, and why?
First off, I'm gonna spit some fire. You know it's fire too. I'm bougie, you basic. I got them Nikes, and you got them Asics. Yeah, just let that sink in there.
Keone, what brand of shoe did you wear?
You know what? Well, I wore slipper here,
You
which
wore-
is
okay.
like pigeon for slippers or sandals.
Pigeons don't talk. So
That's that's not what that is.
he wears Asics, by the way.
Okay,
He just,
because I'm cheap. All right.
So he is basic.
Yes, I
He's
am not bougie,
Yeah.
but it is a fire line.
Okay.
So,
So personally, I'm picking Jordan
all
because
right.
one in 2K I'm going to be better than Jordan.
Oh,
So I want his brand and I want to take over his brand. But in reality,
so the Pelicans?
no.
Oh.
I want to play for. You know what? I want to play for a better team than that, but also a worse. Like, I just want to be the main focal point.
Oh, okay.
So
like
what do you
mid
think?
2000s Timberwolves.
Sure. Okay.
I'm just throwing out names and
Yeah.
numbers there.
Who would you pick?
Puma.
Was not on the list.
Yeah, I'm an individual. I'm like a. I set my own path. Yeah. So I'm like a black jaguar puma thing, pouncing on the ball and running and jumping to the net.
All right, we're moving on. What's your
I'd
favorite?
probably choose Nike because Nike got that money.
That's why I picked Jordan.
So does
Jordan's
Jordan.
a part of Nike. Plus, I'd be with Kawhi. Me and Kawhi.
Oh, I like Kawhi.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
So you do your research, son. Should have
Well,
been googling this. You should have known what topics we would have been given just now, right before we started.
Right, so I have to be
Never even read it.
I have to be psychic.
Yeah, that is the truth, by the way. I did not read these
Okay,
before.
I know. Neither of us did.
Yeah, no.
Is it the medium? You're a medium. tell fake psychic news to people to make them feel better.
Oh, like Long Island Medium?
Yeah, my mom watches that.
Yeah, so does my mom. I am disappointed in them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like it's like.
Which is worse than being angry at them.
Right. Because like
I'm not
they're an adult. So
I'm not
it's
mad.
like,
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they're an adult, so it's like they should be better than us, but no.
In some ways, they're not.
Yeah. But I mean, like the whole medium thing, like psychic, like no, they're not real. But like she makes people feel better.
I'm getting a P. I'm getting a Paul. Yes, Paul.
Oh.
Like, yeah,
it's cold read, but I mean, like she
know.
makes people feel better, so that's cool, I guess. So like, I guess you can keep doing what you're doing as long as you don't like, extort people or like use them like specifically like for profit. Like I know a lot of psychics do. So that's why they're.
What's your favorite WWE entrance?
Oh. Wow. There's a lot. I'm a big wrestling fan, so.
Yeah, I'm not, but this one's easy for me.
Okay. I think.
Now that I think about it, it's not easy for me.
It's not easy. There's so many cool entrances.
I'm debating right now.
The Undertaker always has like a cool entrance.
Yeah.
Even on like SmackDown, like on non-pay-per-view entrances, it's still cool.
I know. The only problem with it is like he's gonna start his entrance. We can take a commercial break, and he's gonna be halfway down the ramp.
Yeah. But he's kind of earned that privilege.
The first time he came back at WrestleMania 20 when he did that whole shtick.
Mm-hmm. Took forever.
Oh, it took forever, but it was worth it because he was dead. He was buried alive by Kane, his brother, who betrayed him. I was either gonna say Undertaker. Undertaker's pretty lit. Yeah. Shawn Michaels is kind of cool.
I
think I'm cute.
You know I'm
sexy. It sounded like a joke.
Oh yeah, well, because he was that was like '90s Shawn Michaels, full of himself, like.
He played it well. I think.
But yeah,
Stone Cold. Yeah. I love the glass shattering.
I think that's one of the most iconic.
Yeah, because people would be having a conversation and then suddenly glass shattering, and it'd be like, what the fuck is happening?
Something's about to go down.
Oh yeah, he's about to come in and whoop some ass. I loved his ring exit always too. If he won the match, pound some beers, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was back when they didn't care about being PC.
No, and then like no matter who you were a face, a heel, a little person, like one of the McMahons, a ref. It doesn't matter. Always got a Stone Cold Stunner. You were never safe.
Yeah, I saw him Stone Cold Stunner like women.
Yeah, like Mae Young, who's like 90 years old.
Didn't care.
No.
Stunner.
Yeah. Triple H, I think, has some cool entrances because he does the whole like spitting thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the water spitting, and like hit the Motorhead. Motorhead's pretty cool. Who also did No, they didn't do the theme for DX, Degeneration X. Yeah. Who else? Ric Flair's pretty cool because it's so grand and over the top. Like with the 2001: A Space Odyssey, like, and his robes and everything were just like, yeah, I have more money than you. Deal with it.
He literally was just extra as shit in his.
Not really like a cool entrance per se, but like I like the song, Hulk Hogan's "I Am a Real American."
Oh yeah,
I really like that song.
And it was kind of like a fuck you if you didn't get pumped for this. Like boo, you're not gonna boo that song.
Oh yeah, it was the time where it's like, yeah, America, rah,
fuck
which
the
they
Russians.
still have kind of pretty much like fuck the foreign, like anybody who's foreign is a bad guy.
Fuck the Russians might be coming back though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank
Topical.
you. Thank you, Twitter.
Hey.
Just read an article on that because I'm educated.
Oh.
All right, let's move on.
Yep.
Number 4. This isn't even a topic. Maybe it's Maybelline. What else could it be?
This is like a...
Personally, I think she's just born with it.
Oh, I like that. Maybe it's Maybelline.
What else could it be?
Ancient herbal medicines from the Guantani tribe in Africa.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna move on from that one because that. Fuck you,
I think
JJ.
that was one more where it's more has to be like that's really testing our improv skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite Michael Cera movie and why? Super bad. If we're going earlier than that, it's not a movie, but Arrested Development. That's a classic. It's OG Michael Cera too. Before he was all awkward older teenager. This is awkward young teenager.
Yeah, but it worked. Yeah, it worked. I'm gonna go into the future, and with some strong beliefs, the Arrested Development movie.
Are they doing that?
That's why I said some strong beliefs.
Well, no. Are they doing that though? Or are you believing it will be his best movie?
Both. I have faith.
Oh, okay.
Well, and that's also.
Is he gonna be in the Disaster Artist?
I don't know. I know like the two Francos, and then.
Yeah, he's friends with them.
Yeah. Oh, he probably is. I would say this is the end, but he's not really in it for that long.
No, but he's great in it.
He is.
He's
Isn't
not
he
my.
slapped
He's
by Rihanna.
yeah, because he smacks her ass.
Oh yeah.
That's the one movie he's not Michael Cera in. Like he's
Right.
actually playing Michael Cera, and he's like not that awkward. Like
Yeah. What other movies is he in? He's in a bunch of like indie comedies.
He's
and
in
stuff.
Juno.
He is in Juno.
Juno is pretty good.
Named after a planet or a god. Juno. I think that's what that is. Anyways, fun fact.
Or fake fact.
Oh,
That's not it.
That's not one.
Yeah, no.
No. That would be too easy, I guess.
Yeah, because I don't even know the answer to that one.
It is based off a god,
Oh, good.
like a Roman, either Roman or Greek, one of the two. Yeah, because because I can't think of any other one. Superbad, because him and Jonah Hill are just like magic together.
Yeah, that's a classic movie.
Yeah.
Shout out Superbad, got me out of suspension.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to tell you, Mom, but I lied. I made it up. I did not get it from a movie.
No way.
Oh yeah, no, your
Oh
13-year-old son made up that
my
joke. But that's for a different time.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to tune in more to find out.
Yeah, we'll reveal. We're like an onion and Shrek. We have layers.
She got an onion and I want to rub it. Thanks, 2 Chainz.
Oh, I was gonna say you're welcome, but I'm like, I'm not 2 Chainz.
No.
Whoa, what if we revealed like that I was 2 Chainz?
Well, then, wow.
Yeah.
Because you're not 2 Chainz. and you're not even close to 2 Chainz. All right, what's your alcoholic beverage of choice?
I, myself, like mixed drinks.
Okay, what mixed drink do you like?
I like okay, so when it comes to drinking, I don't like I drink socially, I guess, so I don't really like drink at home or like that. So I don't have like a beer with dinner. I don't come home from work and be like, "Oh, I got to have a beer. Oh, it was a bad day." No. I drink like when with friends or like when going out to drink. Or at like a restaurant. But I like a lot of drinks that have flavor. So if it has a good flavor, I guess. Excuse me, my goodness, I'm sorry. Like, I guess fruity drinks. What is it? Duke's in La Jolla has a really, really good drink. It's called the Cove Lemonade. Delicious. It's like a pink lemonade vodka with like other stuff in it. Absolutely delicious. And then Jameson and ginger ale. That's good.
Jameson ginger, good. If I just want to go simple, I like Scotch. Scotch.
Kind of where we differ a little bit.
Down into my belly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like a mixed drink. If I'm out at dinner, I'm gonna get probably a mixed drink, unless it's like beer special.
Yeah.
I think we're just going pure taste wise. Yeah, like a mixed, like a daiquiri or something.
Mm-hmm.
Those are delicious. I do hate it when like you get one of those and it's just made horribly.
Oh yeah, because it's like, there's a lot of it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Just like
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money to just get a bunch of sugar. I'm gonna have a headache later. It's awful. Terrible.
Yeah, it's just like no.
So, that reminds me. My friend from work. She was like talking to me one day. She's like, "Oh my god, my dad like makes this one drink with like lemonade, like the frozen lemonade you get in those like concentrate things, some vodka, like coconut cream, and like Malibu, and it's delicious." So I'm like, okay. So she lives with John, and so I go over there, and they go and make it, and I'm like in the living room. They're making it in the kitchen, and I brought up the thing like, "Are you sure it's not going to be too sweet?" And she's like, "No. This is how my dad makes it." I'm like, "All right, okay. Just it sounds really like the lemonade is like pure sugar." She's like, "No. This is how he makes it." So I get the like, they're like, "Oh, it's ready." Okay, and I come in and I get it, and it's like this pink monstrosity of like separating, like you can see it separating. I mean, and that's what drinks do regardless, but like you can see like the sugar just like pooling at the top. And I'm like, "Oh, this is not gonna be good."
Gross.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Okay,
Gross.
I'll try it." Just pure sugar, just like all sugar. I'm like, did you add the water? She's like, "No, this is." I'm like, "Okay, next time, make the lemonade.
Add water.
Make the lemonade like you're supposed to, and then make the drink. That's probably how it's supposed to be made, not just the pure lemonade concentrate." Anyways, yeah, I had to add so much water to it to make it even possible to drink. Anyways.
Oh wow, this is hard. Your 7 wonders of the world. Number one wonder for me is that ass. Wink. Yeah, I winked. What? No, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to that one special viewer. You know who you are.
You can just pretty much just like anybody would be like, "Oh yeah, it's me."
Yeah, that was the point.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't?
Oh.
It's like when Drake said, and he said, "I know a lot of girls get confused, so I just want to clear it up." This is paraphrasing. He's like, "This one's for you," and then he raps.
Funny.
Yeah,
That's
it's funny as shit. That's old Drake. Okay, let me go first. My 7 wonders of the world. The Grand Canyon.
Ooh.
Number 1.
Ooh.
Mount Rushmore.
Ooh.
Number 2. By the way, these are probably going to be all America.
America.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But I just think those 2 naturally formed wonders are amazing. I mean, how did the Grand Canyon get that big? And how did those presidents end up on that cliff?
Yeah, just knew the mountain.
Perfect.
Mountain was just like, I need
Yeah.
some message of my patriotism.
Exactly. Before they even became president, they were just like, "Who is this guy?" And then like he became president. It's like, holy shit.
Psychic mountains.
Yeah.
Medium mountains.
So that was 2.
Ah! That's the sign of the day! Mountains! Ah!
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Gotta keep on your toes for the sign of the day. It can happen at any time, ladies and gentlemen. Now we will demonstrate the sign for mountain. And there it was.
Yeah,
the
there
sign,
was the sign
the
of the day.
ASL sign for mountain.
Holy shit, that was such a fat spike in your... Oh my god, okay.
It was exciting.
So, that was 2. 3, the new World Trade Center.
Oh.
Yeah, beautiful.
Like Ground Zero?
Like that whole complex is a wonder. Plus, I was reading some engineering feats about it and how, like... So, they pretty much made it able to withstand a shit ton. You could throw whatever you want at it and it'll be fine.
Good.
Like, I think they made like the corridors fireproof kind of and like smoke proof, like they're sealed.
Wow.
So like it won't spread. They made the stairwells like 2 times as big as they needed to, so more people can go up and down. They made specific elevators that will go to the ground from like the top to the ground floor in like 30 seconds or some shit. even in a fire.
Nice.
Yeah, they made it where like, no, we are not. Nobody's getting fucked up here again.
Cool.
So that's 3. This is hard.
Yeah.
4, Taj Mahal.
Okay.
It's like the golden nugget
Of.
in a shithole country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have one that is related to that.
Okay.
But we'll get there.
Taj Mahal. I think it's really cool, and it's been there for a while. Probably the pyramids. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Okay.
That's also surprisingly close. So that's 5. Damn, this is hard. I just want to keep going to America. Because America's like...
Continue.
Just, yeah. Maybe Mount Everest.
Oh.
That would be cool. And like the Great Wall of China.
Alright.
I probably could have thought of better ones.
But again...
But these are literally just off the top of my head.
Exactly. That's the that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course the 8th wonder of the world is that ass.
There you go.
Please send me it. Thank you.
What?
I said please send me it. Like pics. Thank you.
That's okay.
Anybody who's listening, that ass.
That's kind of creepy.
2.
Alright. Whatever.
2. Keone's Twitter.
The P.O. Box.
P.O. Box.
That ass.
Thanks for that ass. Alright, what are your 7 wonders, Keone?
Okay, so probably the Marianas Trench, because that's like really cool. It's like the deepest place like on Earth
that we know of.
Yeah. So far, like 90% of the ocean has not been discovered yet, or like explored, which is also terrifying.
Yeah,
but
well,
exciting. At the
we've
same time.
kind of mapped it, and like we've kind of mapped the depth of
Right.
a lot of it. So that's why we're kind of able to know that the trench is the deepest, but we can't be for sure.
Right.
There could be a cave.
But ooh, I have a whole new like meaning to cave.
Yeah.
We'll get to that another day. But yeah, so like going from like the deepest place to, and this is kind of cheating, to like the highest place. I'm gonna go like the International Space Station. It's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I think it's just a feat of engineering to like.
Yeah, I mean, it's. Is it Earth? 7 wonders of the world. I'm allow it.
Yeah, all right.
Because it is cool that
Yeah,
we're like, yeah, we just got like, oh yeah, hold on, there's a website for that.
Oh yeah, NASA, you're allowed to see like literally anything that like NASA broadcasts their stuff just like to the public.
No, there's like a website where you just like, how many people are in space right now?
Oh, cool.
.com.
Oh, well then, sponsor us.
6.
Oh, okay.
You can download the app. And you can see how long they've been in, and you can see who is. So Randy Bresnik has been in there for 96 days, and he is the commander, and he is American.
Oh yeah, America.
Sergei Ryazensky, 96 days, flight engineer, Russia. And the rest I don't care about.
Okay, well then.
The rest are just flight engineers, and they've
Alright.
all spent. Oh, so it looks like 3 went up 96 days ago, and 3 went up 50 days ago.
Okay.
How do they do a day in space? Because they technically go around the Earth in like a couple of hours or something.
What?
Yeah, they go around pretty fast. They have like a bunch of sunrise and sunsets every day.
Damn.
But then again, is it just like one of our days?
Maybe.
Whatever, who cares?
Time is relative.
We're not getting to that.
Okay.
So you have the ISS
Anyways.
and then the trench.
Let's go. I'm going to go with, in similar to your Taj Mahal, the shit all around Taj Mahal.
Why the shit?
Because to your silver lining, there is the cloud.
Oh yeah. Because the Taj Mahal is like, you see all these pictures and it's like, look how beautiful it is, and then you like step like just outside of it and it's like, holy wow, this is a shithole.
Yeah, I think it's, I wouldn't say, okay, I shouldn't say an accurate representation, but like the Taj Mahal is like the social elite and like that stuff of India, which is such a far cry from like the everyday citizens of India, and it's like, yeah, this is what the everyday citizens have to deal with. Like, the level of poverty over there is so staggeringly shocking. It's like, wow, it's just terrifying.
Yeah, it really is. Because even in America, if you're like super poor, granted, if you're homeless, this doesn't count. But if you're like super poor, but you still have a place to live, most of the time you still have plumbing.
Yeah, and you're
stuff like that.
Like better off than a lot of people in.
Of course, according to Fox News,
we're gonna talk about candy.
You're pretty well off if you own a fridge, which 99.5% people have a fridge in their house.
Also,
because when you rent a place, it usually has a fridge.
Also, the Congress is releasing the whole documents. I don't know.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about Halloween candy, and which is the best one.
Okay, so.
So was that 3?
Yeah. ISS Marianas Trench, the shit around Taj Mahal.
All right. All right. Yeah. All right.
Keep going. We're not even gonna talk about the next one. Just fire it out.
Okay. The Jerry Jones Stadium.
AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, move on. Come on, keep going.
Although I don't like the Cowboys.
What about like the Golden Gate Bridge?
Ooh, I like that, but I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the shit around the Taj Mahal.
I haven't seen any of the other. Like the monorail, the Japanese bullet train.
Okay. All right, keep going.
Cool, because Japan is cool as shit.
Yeah, Japan is pretty cool.
I would love to go there one day.
We will go there one day.
Venice.
Venice was
cool.
wild. Venice was wild.
That's a place we've actually been.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was. Like,
no cars nowhere.
Yeah, just all island, and it's slowly.
We just walked everywhere.
Yeah, you walk. Yeah, that was pretty much all of Italy, but yeah.
Oh yeah, did you want Mom driving the car more?
No.
No.
Scary.
That was to get from one town or city to another town or city.
Yeah.
It was nice when we were on the freeway. That was fine.
Yeah.
What is that, 5?
I think so. Probably like the first not first like Coliseum, but like the first site of the Olympics. That was a cool stadium.
That was a cool stadium.
It was small, like compared to like what we're like used to, but like it's like this was where the first Olympics was held.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily it. It was the significance of it.
Yeah. And there was like it was really weird because there's like the steps, and you can tell like the steps had been like.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then there was one level where it was like the steps, and it was like a sheer down.
Oh yeah, you had to climb.
So you had to like be really careful.
You had to literally climb it.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
ISS Marianas Trench, the shit around the Taj Mahal. Did you say Golden Gate?
No.
Oh. Venice.
Mm-hmm.
Olympic first stadium Olympics.
Yeah.
So what? One more?
I
Marianas Trench, ISS, shit around Taj Mahal. Venice.
Oh, so 2 more?
Olympics. Yeah, 2 more.
Oh,
2 more.
Boy. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. I'm just gonna go like New York City as a whole. I don't know. Again, that's kind of cheating, but like.
Yeah, you seem to be cheating a lot on these.
Well, it's hard.
Hey, don't get me wrong. We'll go to New York.
Okay.
And it'll be lit.
All right.
And you'll get a vendor hot dog.
Hey.
And you'll be like, "This is so food.
No.
They're good. It's just, what do you expect from a cart?
No,
it's literally just sitting in hot water."
Hey.
And then he throws it on a bun. But definitely get it New York style. Has like onions and like a weird chili and shit on it.
But yeah, just like the whole like just New York City in general is just like such a like a.
Oh, it's an engineering
Yeah.
marvel.
And
Especially like there's buildings there that are like 100 years old, and then there's other buildings that are like brand new.
Yeah. So there's like the juxtaposition and just like a juxtaposition of like architecture, cultures, like just anything you can possibly have is like there.
Yeah. Like, at least speaking for San Diego, if you want to go see like a culture, you like go to a part of town,
Mm-hmm.
and like they might take over that town, and then you might have to drive like 6 miles out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can go to a different culture.
Right.
But like in New York, it's like they get maybe like a couple blocks
Yeah.
because that whole island. I don't even know how big that island is from end to end. I'm gonna look that up.
All right. And then my last one is
Yeah, it is 22 point. It's almost 23 miles, square miles. Manhattan.
Cool.
So pretty much from the end, because technically it gets wider once you get to the top, but like the real part of Manhattan
Mm-hmm.
that most people go to is only 23 miles. Holy shit.
Oh, okay. I got it. It's the volcano on the big island of Hawaii. Because I think it's how is it? Kea.
For a comparison, by the way, just the city of San Diego is 300 and where is it? What happened? Fuck.
Anyways,
It was like 300. It was 374 square miles, 72 square miles, just the city. So that doesn't even include where we're living, like East County. It's not the county.
Oh.
So just the city, like it's more than downtown. It's like Coronado and goes all the way up to Escondido, but
Cool.
still. And you will have the same amount of culture here as there.
Yeah.
If not less here.
Yeah. So I'm going to include the volcano on the Big Island. I want to say it's Mauna Kea, but I could be very wrong. It has like 11 or 12 of the world's of the known climate zones in the world, all in like one place. You could visit those, like you could experience all of those in a manner of like a single day.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'll spell volcano. Kilauea?
It might be Kilauea, yeah. Because I think there's like one or two volcanoes on that island.
Mauna Loa? Mauna Kea?
It might be Mauna Kea. I think it's either Mauna Kea or Kilauea. But yeah.
Koalali? I don't know how to say that. Koala? That one just looks like koala. Kohala. And then Pua'ua. I don't know how to pronounce it, dude. It's just a lot of... It's P, U, apostrophe U, O that looks like it has a stick figure around it, and then a smaller O that has like a stick figure around it. It's like Pua'ua. Yeah, do you see it right there?
I can know how you can pronounce it. Pu'u'o'o.
Pu'u'o'o.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so let's just go with Kilauea. That is cool.
But yeah, no, like having 11 or like I think it's where you can experience like most of, if not all, like the climate zones at one specific time period. Like it's possible to visit all of them at one time. So it's like that's awesome. From like the coral reef all the way up to the top of the volcano, which gets snow sometimes. So it's like, damn. Yeah. So there's my 7. Also, I love Hawaii as a the nature in Hawaii is beautiful. Although it's slowly being taken over, unfortunately.
Okay, so next question.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite celeb couple, past or present? I think me and you are gonna have the same one on this.
I have a feeling about yours.
Okay. What do you think?
Mine
What do you think
might
mine
be
is?
different.
What do you think mine is?
I think yours is Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Oh, close second.
Oh.
Because I think we have the same one. Ooh, actually no. Chrissy Teigen, John Legend third.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. The one that I originally thought was 2
Okay.
is now 2. My favorite is Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I do like them both.
They're
Nick Offerman is cool as shit, and
Yeah.
so is Megan Mullally.
Yeah. Plus, whenever they work together, it's great because
yeah.
they work together really great, especially in Parks and Rec. When my favorite is when he's like in the kimono or whatever it is called, the like Japanese like
Kimono?
kimono,
Yeah.
and he's like all shaved and has like
Oh yeah.
and he's like "Rawr." That's just a great scene.
There's a lot of like couples that are both are famous. Like I like the couple of. Oh, it's not going to be one that you're thinking of. I can guarantee it.
Say it.
Taron Killam and Kobe Smulders.
Yeah, no, that was not one I was thinking of.
Both like really, really talented, and like Taron Killam is really funny. So is Kobe Smulders. Neil Patrick Harris and his husband are pretty cool.
They have a cool fan. I like what they do for
Yeah.
Christmas. Or it's their Halloween. I don't know why I said Christmas.
I
They
mean,
were
do cool stuff for
clowns
Christmas.
this year, and they were like a circus.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
And he was Pennywise. Neil Patrick Harris, I think, was Pennywise.
And then like his husband was like the ringmaster or something. To that
Yeah.
effect.
I think yours is JT and JB.
Oh,
Justin Timberlake, Jessica Biel. That was my number 2. That's why I thought we had the same one, and then I
are
came
such
up
a
with
good
Megan
couple
Mullally.
because they're both just beautiful people. Justin Timberlake is like a triple, quadruple threat. Jessica Biel is just gorgeous.
Justin Timberlake probably got a hammer too. He's probably a quintuple threat.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Like, what can't he do?
At least big nuts.
Okay. All right. But yeah, Jessica Biel.
Mila Kunis, tell us if you got big nuts. I know you guys.
Oh, Mila Kunis is beautiful, too.
Yeah. Jim
Her-
Beam though is trash. I'm sorry.
Who?
Jim Beam. The
Jim
bourbon.
Beam.
Yeah. Whatever. The bourbon she
Uh-huh.
she sponsors.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just
Oh, it's not good.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Maybe
her
it's because I have a more refined palate.
Oh, yeah. All those peasants out there who drink Jim Beam.
Ugh.
Clearly, we're not
Peasants.
sponsored by Jim Beam.
Yeah. Now today's sponsor, Jim Beam. Enjoy the taste.
Yeah, from Mila Kunis.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Ashton
yeah.
Kutcher are good.
Ashton Kutcher, fun fact, like, he doesn't do a lot of, like, celebrity work no more, but he is leading...
I mean, he does The Ranch.
Yeah, but that's it. Like, he is leading a serious fight for, like, human trafficking.
Oh.
And I mean, like,
awful.
he is doing great things.
Good.
Like, he has set up, like, a watchdog type thing, and he is actually helping it. Like, not just like, oh, I started a charity. No, he is, like, seriously affecting it. He goes and lobbies for it. It's great to see him.
Yeah, I feel like human trafficking is one of those things that, like, there's a lot less, like, awareness about it than there should be for people literally being sold into, like, as sex slaves and just being, like,
Oh,
sold.
yeah, it's absolutely wild.
Like,
How many there are.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Next question was, what's your least favorite celeb couple? I don't really pay attention to celeb couples, to be honest.
Any of the Kardashians, like, I don't give a shit. You're untalented, and just, like, you're famous for having big asses and having sex on tape.
I will say, masterful business though.
Oh no, they're
Yeah.
smart. They're smart business people.
Don't get me wrong.
However,
They have, to me, they have earned their money,
okay.
and they have earned their show has been on for 10 seasons.
Shit.
I don't care what you're
That's
doing.
true.
That's hard to do.
That's true.
Even if it is, yeah. I'm not a fan of what they do, but don't get me wrong. What's her name? Kris Jenner, right?
Yeah.
She said, "My daughter just fucked a rapper.
How do I? Turn
I'm gonna
this?
sell the sex tape."
Yeah. How do I turn this on its head?
And I made the whole family famous. Just
That's a valid point.
good job.
Okay. I still think they're just not.
Least favorite is those?
Well, okay. No. I just I'm throwing out stuff.
No, that's a good one. Keep it as that.
Oh, okay.
It's a good one. I'm trying to think of a celeb couple. Whoever Andy Dick is with. Fuck Andy Dick.
Yeah, fuck Andy Dick. He's a bad person.
Yeah.
Like objectively as well.
Yeah.
Like, that is not just like.
What? Okay.
I mean,
but
it is my opinion, but it is a correct opinion.
Your opinion is wrong if you don't think Andy Dick's a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't really know celeb couples.
I mean, I think the celeb couples. I would say maybe like any of the celebrity couples that are like famous for being like reality show celebrity couples. Like,
I get you. Yeah, I know what you mean.
what the hell like Heidi Montag and whatever her husband is,
Sure.
Spencer or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. If you count them, the dude from Chrisley Knows Best. I don't like him.
Okay.
This doesn't involve me not liking him, but I think he's actually gay, which I still don't like him.
But not because you think
Yeah, the gay thing literally doesn't matter at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
I don't care.
Just to clarify.
I just don't
Yeah.
like him.
Okay.
He's just annoying.
All right.
And Chris Lee knows best. No, you don't.
But it's,
Good job. You can sell houses.
is that what he does?
I'm pretty sure he's
Oh.
just a realtor.
Oh.
I don't research.
They
but
also
I
came
can
out of
confirm.
nowhere.
What channel are they on?
USA?
Yeah, it's just, dude. It's just let's
Yeah.
go find somebody with a personality, and he's rich. Wow, and so they don't need to. They don't need to be like working while we film them, so they can have like a day off.
Mm-hmm.
And he sells houses.
Hmm.
If you don't want to, you don't have to work until you're trying to sell a house. All right, next one.
Hey.
PlayStation or Xbox? I'm a PlayStation guy.
Yeah, I grew up with PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, although I mean, I think it's an unnecessary war, per se. I mean, I understand why there's like a console war, yeah, because they're trying to market and sell stuff, which it's good on their behalfs. But like, if you're like, it's not like, for me, it's like, who cares? Like,
I think they both need each other.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, they feed off each other.
Well, I think the war idea of it is stupid and played up. I don't care what you play. Play Xbox, play PlayStation. Don't sit there and shit on me because I play PlayStation.
That's exactly
I'm not
what
gonna
I'm
show
trying
you
to
play
say.
Xbox.
Yeah, like,
My
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Don't-
preference is literally I just prefer the PlayStation controller.
Okay. And I grew up with PlayStation.
Yeah.
I've like only had PlayStation, so, and then maybe like some Nintendo stuff, because like who doesn't? But
Yeah.
pretty much I've never really had Xbox stuff, so I don't know. But I'm not gonna shit on an Xbox person
Yeah,
because PlayStation better, Xbox.
I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
I
I
would like to see some competition for Nintendo, because while in reality it's PlayStation, Xbox, and then Nintendo's there, but like typically I know people who have either a PlayStation or an Xbox, and then they have a Nintendo.
What are you talking about? Clearly, Nintendo's major, gigantic, like, they're barely beating this. Sega! Although Sonic did come out with, like, a good game for once recently.
On PlayStation, right? Or not on Switch, right?
Oh, was it Switch?
I don't know.
That's funny,
But
like, yeah, I still don't know how Sega is, like, a company with, like, all the shitty games that Sonic has had.
has it had his name tied to?
Yeah, it's like you keep doing the same things over again. It's like, oh, we have a deadline, and that's why it's shitty. Like, and you have to meet that deadline. Like, there's not enough things like going into that deadline where they, so they make a shitty game. It's like, this has happened on more than one occasion, so it's like you should know by now. And so I still don't know how they're like a company necessarily, but yeah, there's no competition necessarily.
They're still kicking, man. They find other things. They just don't do gaming consoles.
Yeah. But there's no competition in my eyes
Yeah.
for like Nintendo, because it's kind of like, I don't want to compare it necessarily to Disney, but there's like that, like, how you have like Nintendo polish and then like Disney polish.
Yeah.
Where it's like they put so much thought into their
The only
what they do.
the only difference is like DreamWorks is a
Mhm.
competition. I don't think there's really, for what you're getting for a Nintendo.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna get the same types of games I would get on a Nintendo as I would get on a PlayStation.
No.
It's
yeah,
pretty
they're
much
different.
There's like a couple categories. It's you're either gonna get PC,
Mhm.
you're gonna build your own PC.
Well, it's family friendly. Like a lot of
Yeah,
Nintendo stuff
you're either
is
gonna
family
build your
friendly.
own PC or you're gonna get a PlayStation or Xbox, and then a lot of people also have a Nintendo
Right.
because it's like, oh yeah, let's play a little family game or let's play
Mhm.
Mario Kart or some shit like that.
Nintendo has the like
Everybody likes Nintendo.
in-person party locked down.
Yeah, everybody likes Nintendo.
Yeah. Like, they don't necessarily do multiplayer well, but they don't need to.
No.
They have that they have that, like, multi-person in the living room playing against each other on lock.
Yeah. All right.
And they don't need to do anything else.
No. All right. Favorite Halloween candy? I can't really read what he wrote. Candy you usually got on Halloween. So I'm assuming only got on Halloween? I don't know.
So
I got normal candy. Like Reese's are my favorite candy.
Reese's are delicious.
Yeah, I love Reese's. So I got I got Reese's all the time, but like those are my favorite Halloween candy. I don't know, maybe. I also don't eat a lot of candy, man.
Yeah,
I never
no.
have. I used to
Well-
go get candy just because, like, I like trick or treating.
Yeah.
Maybe pixie sticks.
Some pure sugar.
Yeah, flavored cool.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on.
No,
But
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I think I like the. So I strike a balance between like chocolate and then gummy. So like in terms of chocolate, I like Whoppers a lot. Reese's are
Wow. Whopper. Wow.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like the crunch. I like the malt. Reese's are just always a go-to. Like they're so fantastic. I think they strike that perfect balance between chocolate and then peanut butter because a lot of times peanut butter can be overpowering in my opinion, but they find that perfect balance to where it's like it accentuates the chocolate and vice versa.
I had an like organic Reese's, and the problem I had with it was they used. You would think that it would be better, but it wasn't. They used like a creamy peanut butter. They used actual peanut butter.
Okay.
Like you know how people like complain about a Reese's peanut butter like dust or it's like
not,
the.
yeah.
No, there's a reason it's like that. It's better.
Oh yeah, because I've had like a peanut butter where it's like an organic peanut butter. It was really wet, and I'm like, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, was it non-stir or stir?
Well, it was like you stirred it, but there was like that level of like oil on top, and it's like,
yeah, it's like look what I'm putting into me.
even
All
though
right.
it was organic.
Yeah. All right. Here's the.
Gummies, like gummy Krabby Patties, good. Or gummy Lifesavers, good. Not like gummy like Swedish Fish.
Hey, are you?
To me, that's like,
Yeah. Are you ready?
yes.
Here's the doozy of a question.
Oh boy.
What is your deepest, darkest fear?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowie.
Dying alone.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I don't mean like, oh, like died in a car crash and like I'm dead alone.
No,
No, I
just,
mean,
having
like,
nobody.
Yeah, like for the last 10 years of my life, I have literally nobody and it's just me living just alone.
Well then,
Yeah. Because I know you're going to die before me.
cool.
Because I'll kill you.
Oh,
I will kill you.
well then, then you kind of deserve it then.
Yeah, don't get me
Fuck
wrong.
you.
Yeah, sorry. If we're doing that, like deepest darkest fear, that if we're doing like I'm afraid of the dark or some shit like that. I'm not afraid of the dark, but like snakes.
Oh.
And when I say snakes, I mean only a snake that can kill me. If you show me if like there's
garden snake.
like a little rat snake is in the yard, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna go fuck with that snake. I'm
No.
still gonna be like I'm
Yeah,
getting
get
away
it,
from that
Get
snake.
it away from me.
But if like you have a pet snake, and it's like oh yeah, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. But I'm not like
Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah.
nervous. That and open water.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I will not go out on the beach farther than I can touch. If I'm in the water, I am able to touch the ground because right when I can't touch the ground, I got caught in like a rip current once. It wasn't even that bad, and I was like, oh, not today.
Okay. So like, no deep sea fishing for you then.
I'm fine on a boat.
Okay.
You've seen me.
No, I know you've
I
been
think-
on a cruise, but I think as a cruise is different than like deep sea fishing vessel.
I think a bigger boat is fine
Mhm.
because even when we're in rough seas, you can feel it, but it's still such a slow thing.
Yeah.
And I feel the boats are so big nowadays where I'm not gonna act like I'm cocky about it, but the ocean doesn't do much to it. It can if it gets real bad, but how many big boats have sank in the past like years? And why do they sink? Because they hit something.
Right. Yeah. Iceberg, dead ahead.
Yeah, Costa Concordia. Let's take a shortcut. It'll cut off 5 minutes.
Hey. Well, that's why that captain got fired.
He got
Or
fired for
court-martialed
he.
or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
that and he also abandoned ship.
That's true. Yeah. So like when they say like captains go down with the ship, that just means like they're the last to get off the ship, right?
Technically, in their code, I think it's a captain dies with the ship.
Oh.
But essentially, he's supposed to provide.
He's supposed to make sure everybody else is off the ship.
He's supposed to provide reasonable accommodation to get everybody off the ship before he himself gets off the ship.
Yeah.
So it's not like he has to wait until everybody's off. Like if he knows that there are people
who are going to die
or trapped, like or they are dead,
Uh-huh.
he doesn't have to get them off. It's just he hit it and then he was like, oh fuck,
I'm out of here.
hey guys, bail, and then he bailed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that whole like this struck me like, wait, does he have to die? Like.
No, and since the boat didn't sink, the boat never sank. It just flipped over on its side.
Oh.
If you were in the left side of the boat, yeah, because it rolled onto its right side. If you were in the left side of the boat, you were fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like you got jostled, but like you weren't underwater, so you weren't gonna drown.
Cool. For me, it's probably being. And I think it's a similar like, you can attest to this because you had psychology stuff. Being buried alive.
A degree.
I'm sorry, you have a degree in psychology.
Yeah, it makes me better than you.
Yep.
Right.
Being buried alive. Yeah.
What's up?
Hey.
Special guest, my dad.
Hey.
On. All right, you keep talking. Tell the audience.
Yeah. All right. Great. This is the vulnerable hour, which I hate doing. Yay. So yeah, just the being buried alive. It's terrifying to me, because it's that thing of helplessness. So I think it's the similar vein to Ian's being in open water. Like, you are at the whim of something that you cannot control. So you're in the ocean, essentially with a force that is more powerful than you, and you can do nothing about it. The ocean there's a lot of more things in the ocean that like you don't necessarily know about and you can't control, and it's not your domain. Same thing with being like buried alive. I know it's kind of like a movie cliche or like a trope or whatever in movies, but like if that actually happened to you, that would be terrifying, because one, you're in a confined space. Two, you will shortly run out of air unless an air supply is provided for you, which is most likely not the case. And three, you're probably not going to get out. So, and four, depending on the situation, thank you for interrupting my monologue. Four, you're probably not going to be found in time, so it's almost a guaranteed death.
Buried alive?
Yes. It's terrifying to me.
It is. The only reason it's not one of my deepest fears, I'd have to be in some serious shit to be buried alive.
No, yeah, like I said,
I can essentially go on a hike and get bit by a rattlesnake. That's what
true.
Fear, yeah.
Okay.
I can go, and don't get me wrong, it would have to be something wrong would go. I can fall off a cruise and be stuck in the open ocean.
Right. So mine's a little bit more of, I guess, an irrational fear. However, it is in the same basis of like being in the ocean, the open ocean.
Oh yeah.
You are out of control. As soon as you're out of like the control is taken from you, that's when fear sets in, I think. Like.
By the way, buried alive. Did you ever watch the CSI?
Yes. Yeah.
That would be the worst.
Yeah.
Because if you get buried alive, most of the time you just breathe yourself to death.
That's what. Yeah. I'm like.
And so it's not that bad. You just die of carbon
asphyxiation or something to that effect.
Because you literally you just breathe until you pass out because there's only so much air.
There was a movie with Ryan Reynolds called Buried. And
diabetes.
He is buried alive.
Okay. Is it like the CSI one?
Yes. Like he's in a coffin, and
the CSI one, by the way, is so dirty because he's like in plexiglass coffin, so he can see that he is buried alive, which is another thing that is scary. Because if you're just in a coffin and the door won't open, you don't know if you're buried alive or if there's just like a weight on it, so you don't know what's gonna happen. But he's in a plexiglass coffin. He had a light and a fan that would give him oxygen and air. So when he was going to die, he suffered because he just laid there in, a fucking coffin, unable to move around and still being forced to breathe, and he was just going to starve to death. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Because I would just be like, I would panic and I would pass out and die.
Probably. Yeah. And the same thing with like in Buried. It's a similar, like he's in a coffin and he's probably going to die. I'm not going to reveal the end, but like, yeah, it's terrifying.
Shout out to anybody who wants to bury me alive. Do the common courtesy, bury me alive in a room, like bury a room, so at least I can, like a prison cell, so I can just walk around and move. That's all I ask.
Okay.
Don't bury me alive in a coffin.
And that kind of defeats the purpose.
You can do this little request for me if you're going to bury me alive. Well, actually, in reality, please don't bury me alive.
Yeah. There you go. That's better. Also, a throwback to another question. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Great Hollywood couple.
That is a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Next
Moving
question.
forward.
Thanks, JJ.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these questions are like dumb. Then you come up with deepest, darkest fear. Just random, too.
Yeah.
Like,
But I also do not like snakes.
Who the fuck likes snakes, dude?
People? I don't know, like...
The only way I could deal with snakes is if, like, Steve Irwin was, like...
That's true. Yeah.
Chilling with me.
But yeah, I don't even want to touch a snake. Like... No, thank you.
And the bigger, the worse for me. Like, I'll see some picture... I'll see, like, a picture, like a GIF or a video or some shit of this little girl and her pet snake, and the pet snake could eat her. With, like, ease.
Yeah, easily.
And she's just chilling, and it's like wrapped around her. And I don't mean like like it's just kind of like chilling around her and wrapped around. But like if it chose, it could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna slowly wrap around you and just crush you to death. And no, it's like fuck no. My neighbor forever ago had a big albino python, and they would leave it in the yard.
No. Don't do that. Please. What?
Yeah.
Snakes like can
inside. Leave it inside. No.
Yeah, leave it inside so it can't escape into like the neighborhood.
It would literally just sunbathe. That's what they did. But I was like, do that in your backyard.
Yeah.
What if I'm walking my dog and it just attacks my dog? So anyway, but I remember I got freaked the fuck out because I was riding my bike and I rode past it and I was like, what is that? Because it was when the python was an albino python, was like yellow.
Yeah.
Right. And I rode past it and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I realized it was a snake.
Aren't they white?
It was yellow with white spots. I thought it was albino. Whatever it is.
But it's the red eyes, like the...
I didn't look at its eyes.
Oh.
I just figured out it was a snake, and I rode home and didn't ride for the next week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I thought this demon was gonna eat me.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Eve, man.
Is that its name?
No, Adam and Eve.
Oh yeah.
The snake.
Yeah.
All right, 13. What's your favorite solo instrument to listen to?
I got one. I really like the saxophone.
Saxophone's cool, man.
I think I don't know why, but I think the saxophone maybe it's because it's associated with the music it's in, but I think the saxophone is like plays very sensual music, and so
makes you want to bone.
Yeah. Like
Keone's gonna put on some. If Keone's trying to woo you, he will put on.
I'm playing that alto sax.
Mm-hmm. He will put on a video of Bill Clinton jamming out on the sax.
Yeah, I'm playing Careless Whisper.
My favorite is an acoustic guitar that somebody who barely knows how to play, and he starts to play Wonderwall. I love that shit. I just love it when you're at like a house party or just at somebody's house and they're like, "Oh, you have a guitar?" Bing, ding, and he does like the same 3 chords over and over.
So essentially, you like the mating calls of douchebags.
Yeah. So I just love it, man. It's so
both ours have to do with, are both of a sensual nature.
Fucking dogs.
Yep.
Why are there dogs in our studio?
Ah.
Because it's just my room.
Don't again.
Sorry, I'm
No.
destroying the illusion
Don't
that this is
don't
professional.
destroy the kayfabe.
Okay.
That's a wrestling term.
In reality, my favorite is the piano. I love some good piano, but I don't like it when it's like happy jazzy piano. I like depressing ass piano.
Okay.
That and violin. I like a violin. Violin's beautiful to me.
Piano is one of those is an instrument that I would love to learn to play.
I would too.
Yeah.
I
don't know when I would.
let me rephrase that. When I say pretty much most of the time when I say I would love to learn it. I mean I would love to know it without having to learn it.
Oh,
because
go through the process.
Holy shit! Because it takes like years to be a master at that. I just want to be able to be like. I just want to be able to play some.
The Sound of Silence.
Some songs like The Sound of Silence, or I really like the piano in La La Land for City of Stars.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that. And
Okay.
Yeah, I love that one. So, plus if you play the piano, can you play the organ? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like at the baseball game.
The organ is cool, but it's made like the organ is for an instrument for like specific venues, like specific purposes, like church and baseball. There you go. Any other time and like Dracula. There you go.
14.
Oh.
You have to dye your hair a strange color. What color would you pick?
Wow. Dye it like. I would dye it camo.
Whoa. Can I do like a pearlescent?
Oh yeah.
Camo? That actually, yeah, that's a fucking good idea. I don't know. Black and white stripes for me, like a zebra.
Because you're a ref.
No, actually, I don't like that. Like a silver. I do silver.
Okay.
Silver Surfer. Yeah.
Hey.
Why? Because I don't fucking know. It's the color that jumped into my head.
Yeah, I just chose camo because I thought it would be funny. Like, oh, his hair's gone.
Yeah, and if I picked like the red or the pink or the blue or anything, people would just think I'm one of those fat lesbian feminists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if I'd have to grow my weak ass beard out just to prove that I'm not one of those feminists.
Not that lesbians are wrong, just and feminists, but like
I don't know why
the feminazis.
I don't know why you have to come in and defend everything I say.
Because people might misconstrue it.
I don't care. Fuck Nazis.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck Nazis, but feminists are.
Yeah,
there's a difference between like.
No, fuck feminists.
Okay.
Fuck women's rights. Stay in the kitchen.
Well,
Maybe that's why I'm single.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah,
you never know.
I don't actually.
But then again, I don't have those same values, and I'm also single. So.
Do we have to put that in the beginning?
What?
Warning. These are not our real opinions.
Hopefully, people can construe for themselves.
Oh
whether
yeah,
we're
no.
telling the truth or not.
I'm okay with women's rights, just as long as they have a little less than me.
Oh my god.
So. Cold.
70%.
77%.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Cold or warm weather fashion. Cold weather fashion. I love wearing pants and I love a jacket. I think it ties it all together better than pretty much in the summer. Shorts and a t-shirt, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wear all the time because I live in San Diego.
Oh yeah, our winter is like 4 weeks.
But I love the winter in San Diego because one, it gets cold, quotation marks around cold, and like cold for San Diego. It gets like 40 degrees at the lowest. I think we've had like 30 here maybe once, but that's at night, and it was awesome.
We've hit the 20s.
Oh,
it's rare.
I was probably asleep.
Oh yeah, no, the 20s are at like 3 a.m.
Yeah. But I remember a time
and
like
it's
within
like
the past
28.
5 or so years that it's gotten like 30 degrees, and I was outside, and I'm like, this is cool as shit.
It's crisp.
Yeah.
I hate that that's a word to use, but it just describes it
works.
perfect. It's
yeah.
just crisp.
Yes. But I love it because you get that semblance of being cold without it being too cold. Yeah, so it's not too cold. Like it's not like I don't mind the snow per se, but I don't think I could do the snow every single day for like a couple months.
Oh my god, no. The only time I'm truly really cold is if I'm like wet. So if it's like rainy and cold, then I'm like, yeah. My feet get cold if I just sit there and I don't use them. That's only usually when I'm in like a garage, like hanging out in the garage. My feet get cold, so what I do is I go and grab a blanket, I throw it in the dryer, and then I take my shoes off, and I throw my feet in the blanket.
In the dryer? Oh. But yeah, I also like the idea of like, it's a very romanticized view of like winter, but like being in the house with like with the heater on and like with a blanket, you know, just inside, like kind of overcast, and it being just like super cozy. It's a very romanticized view of things, but
and it like
happens.
it just makes your room darker.
Yeah. And it's like
I
could stay here forever.
I like it when I can leave my window open all day, and by the time I get into my room when I go to bed, my room is freezing cold.
Right.
And it's like the temperature outside, and my bed is rock hard because I got like a memory foam thing. And so then I jump into bed, I get into a comfortable position, and I sink. I literally like melt into it, and I just bundle up real hard.
Yeah. You get that,
and like my
like
face
fetal position.
Yeah, and like my face is cold while I'm asleep, but my body's warm, and I love that. That is the best time of the year. And then summer comes, and I sweat while I sleep, and I want to hurt myself because it's just so bad. I hate sweating while I sleep.
Well, I'm sorry.
I have like 3 fans on in the air, and it's just
it gets better. But yeah, and also because I think that's a reason why this is not the same like question, but like this, I think it's a reason why I love Christmas time, because it's that, and it's one of the things I did not like about Hawaii, despite all its like being awesome and stuff. You couldn't tell that it was Christmas time. Like you could tell. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say. You could tell it was Christmas time. You couldn't tell it was winter.
Yeah.
And I was really upset by that. From having lived like in San Diego and like growing up in San Diego where that's the case, and then going to Hawaii for a couple years, it's like, I don't like this. I want it to be winter.
What's nice about our winter is it's pretty much a lot of people's fall.
Yeah.
It's like it's like 60 in the day, and then it's like it'll drop down to like 30ish. Like where Joey and Jacob are right now,
in Arizona.
Yeah, Flagstaff specifically, because Arizona is a desert,
right?
So they're it's like maybe 70ish during the day, and like 65ish, and then tonight their temperature, he said, was getting down to about 35, and that to me is just a great day.
Yeah, that's perfect. Like thank God thank God with like this in this past week, it is actually fall.
Yeah, it's nice.
Up into that point, it had been like upper 90s into the 100 degrees.
Yeah, in
it's
fucking
like,
October.
What is happening?
In October, what is the bullshit?
Ugh. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks, Obama. What else is nice? The only thing I will say, the bad thing about cold weather is if it's cold and I start to sweat, it is so much worse.
Yeah, or you get like wet and that wind hits you, or
it's just I don't like sweating because then I go inside and my body starts to heat up because of it, and I'm like sweating more, and it's just like it's just terrible. I don't like it. But anyway, this was about fashion question.
Cold
yeah,
weather.
Cold weather fashion.
Oh.
I like to accessorize more. I like a nice jacket, and I have more options. I can wear a sweater. I can wear like a bomber. I can wear a trucker jacket.
Also, you can wear like a suit without it being like super hot. Without it being like
oh god, having to dress up in a suit, or even just like formal attire. And then you sit there, and I feel like a piece of shit because I'm sweating through, and I have these big sweat stains in my pits, and it's like, please understand, I'm a large man.
Right.
It's not the sun hits me, and I'm sweating, no matter how much deodorant I put on. I have to I've sweated through an undershirt and a shirt before.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? Add more layers?
That just defeats the purpose at that point.
Okay, cake or cupcake?
I think it depends on the mood.
Cake.
I think it depends on the situation.
I like the lack of control a cupcake gives me because I'm not gonna have 2 cupcakes.
Right, because it's too much.
Yeah, so if I
You're
eat
not
one
gonna have
cupcake,
you're not going to eat like half of a cupcake.
yeah, I'm going to eat the full cupcake.
Right.
So if you give me a cupcake, I'll eat it. But I usually won't have 2, so it limits me.
Mm-hmm. You're pigeonholed.
But I also like the option of cake, where it's like I can have a little slice, and then like, or I can cut me half of this cake and be like, oh, it's just one slice.
That's true.
But I think I'm gonna go cake because I like the freedom. But a cupcake, I do like being pigeonholed.
I think this is hard because, like,
fucking next question's retarded.
Okay. I think for me personally, I'm more of like this is not one of the two, but I'm a pie person. But if I have to choose between cake and cupcake, I like both, but I like the experience of like unwrapping the cupcake and being like, it's like you're revealing. It's like you're unwrapping a present for yourself, and then like it's a kind of a surprise to a certain. I mean, a cake can as well, but like a cupcake is like that kind of confined, like. You can have like you can put stuff inside like where they hollow out the center of like the cupcake.
Yeah, but that's easier to do in a cake.
I know.
Like a lot of the time, you'll cut into a cake and be like, "Ooh, it's an ice cream cake,"
Yeah.
or "Ooh, there's frosting in the middle."
Yeah.
Not with like a cupcake. Usually, a cupcake is just.
I know, but also I think cakes are easier to like mess up than cupcakes, potentially.
How they're the same ingredients. It's just pouring it into a different pan.
I know, but like I think a lot of people like can easily overbake a cake. Whereas muffins, or cupcakes tend to, have that, not easier to bake, but like they're more solid like thing.
Okay.
And like for the cupcakes, like you have that like the icing on top, and it's like where
it's a lot of icing too.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like the swirl
Yeah,
of icing as
yeah.
opposed to like the sheet of
Yeah,
icing.
to where you get more. You get a better icing to cake ratio.
Mm-hmm.
But
Also,
I guess the cake part of that is you get the icing in the middle of the cake too. A lot of the time,
the
so you
layers.
do a double layer.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes up for it.
Also, I've seen the hack where you cut the cupcake and then you turn it over, so it's like a sandwich.
Yeah, and you make a sandwich out of it.
It's like okay. I think there's a lot of options with cupcakes. Anyways, I don't know.
Dinner by candlelight.
They're hard.
Dinner by candlelight, or are you afraid everything will catch on fire? The second part of that is dumb. I'm not afraid of. I light a candle. I'm not afraid of catching on fire. I'm not retarded, dude. Come on. And dinner by candlelight, personally, I think because it happens so little and it's romanticized, I love it when the power goes out. Obviously, not when I'm having to do something like that needs it.
Right.
But like if I'm just like hanging out during the day, like playing a video game, and like the power goes out, especially at night.
Yeah.
Because then it's at night and in the fall or winter when it's nice and cool, just put some fams there, candlelight, play like a little board game, no phones, no nothing, just relax, and you're like in the darkness. I like it. It's a nice moment and it's nice and cool.
Right.
I remember that one time, like the first week of senior year of high school, where the power went out on Thursday night, and it went out like in San Diego, because some dude in Yuma like accidentally cut the wire or some shit. And so they canceled school the next day. And I remember at night we just drove through Santee, which now thinking back on it might have been a little dangerous because everything was dark. There was no street lights. There was no street lamps or anything like that. So like we would just have lights on, and if you didn't see another car light, you would just go.
Great.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It was really nice. And then the power came back on later that night, and the school tried, like they thought about saying, yeah, we're going to have school tomorrow, and then they realized we already told them no, nobody's going to show up.
Yeah, I love when like the power is out, because it happened recently, like on my street, and it's like I came home from work and I'm like, something's different, but I like it.
I can't kind of. The light switch doesn't work. What is different
Well, no,
here?
like I pulled onto my street, and I'm like, something is off. I don't know what it is exactly, but something is off. But I kind of dig it. I'm like, I'm enjoying it. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And then I walked in, and I'm like, and my dad's like, oh yeah, the power's out. And of course, my nephew was freaking out because I couldn't play video games. Ah!
Dude, relax.
I know, he's first world problems, but yeah, no, like, but I don't know. I think there's a time and a place for like romantic candlelit dinners, I guess. Although it's a big gesture, that's one of those things where I'm gonna pull it out if I need to make like a big gesture.
Yeah, like propose that I eat your ass tonight.
That's the big one.
Anal. Ass play is any ass play is definitely a candlelit dinner type of night.
Gotta get the.
Ooh, you're like she sees you she sees you lighting the candles already, and she's just like, all right, I'll go get the preparation H.
Jesus. But
I'll call out of work tomorrow.
I don't know what the alternative to like so he said the romantic candle or. No, I am not worried about it catching fire because I'm a responsible adult.
Yeah, if I'm just having dinner like that, I'm lighting like maybe 3 candles.
Yeah, and it's on the table. There's no cloth on the table. It's just, yeah.
And even if it does catch fire, I'm right there.
Yeah, I don't have like one of those dining rooms in like a mansion where it's like I have to yell across the table to like.
So how was dinner?
Yeah, it's like that defeats the purpose of like having a dinner with somebody.
Are you ready for the last question?
We're at the last question already?
18. Yeah,
Ooh.
some of these. Yeah, we're at hour and a half too.
Oh, good timing. God, we're so good.
If Sprint gave you free Netflix, Hulu, HBO, unlimited like everything, and $1,000, which other phone provider would you still go with?
That's actually kind of funny.
It is funny because Sprint does suck.
I have Verizon, so.
Verizon. I have T-Mobile right now. They're chill. If money was of no issue, I'd have Verizon.
I should say this: I have Verizon, but the only thing I pay for is like, I pay $40 a month, and that happened recently because my mom is like, "Hey, you have to start paying now." Other than that, I don't pay for Verizon. So yeah, I have Verizon.
Yeah, I pay T-Mobile, but that's because I wanted all unlimited stuff and blah, and they were the cheapest.
Yeah, I also don't have unlimited.
Yeah,
so.
if I had to go, if I had the money, I would go with Verizon because everybody I know who has Verizon, they could be underwater and get a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
They always have service everywhere they go. I could be like underneath a T-Mobile tower and still might drop my call. Not that it's bad. Most of the time it's fine, but I've been like sometimes if you're inside, I swear to God, T-Mobile just doesn't like you and stops working.
Cool.
Like any sporting event I go to,
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh.
T-Mobile, no. But yeah, never Sprint. I think I'd rather go to one of the lesser companies.
Cricket?
Yeah, because at least they just pay to use the better towers, and Sprint has like their own towers that are ass.
Oh.
I'd rather go to like Cricket, who I think uses AT&T.
Or
AT&T towers.
Or what is it for like the old people? It's like consumer cellular.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I'm an old person and I'm on a jog. Have you heard about consumer cellular? Oh, it doesn't have all these fancy gimmicks or whatever, but because I'm old, I'm gonna use it to call my grandson, and that's all I need it for. Hooray!
My grandson bought me this phone in case I fall.
Yeah,
That's literally, yeah.
because he didn't want to get life alert.
Yes. Grandpa, we're worried that if you fall, you'll die because you have no way to contact us. So just put this on your hip protect thingy on your fucking...
Yeah, your waist, your belt, because every old person wears, like,
Oh my
pants
God.
where they need a belt.
You know who wouldn't surprise me if they had a their phone holder, on their belt loop.
Huh.
Those people that have that. You know who wouldn't surprise me? You can probably guess.
I think he does.
No way.
Yeah, I think
I gotta look tomorrow.
I think he
I have to look. Oh my! See, he randomly walked up to Jesse
Okay.
and he like touched him on the arm, and Jesse was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "That's good, dude. Just you should." People love it when you just randomly touch him on the arm, and I was like, "Chris loves it." And he walks up to Chris.
Oh my
And
God.
he starts grabbing his arm. He's like, "What are you doing?" You stupid.
There's this kid in our class.
I don't want him to hear. Because
Okay.
I will tell them about this once we put it up.
You've already he knows who you're going to be talking about.
Yeah, I don't care. It's
Okay.
funny though, because I made fun of him.
Whatever.
I don't want to say his name in case he can't figure it out.
No, yeah.
But no, we're talking about you.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the topics. So I think all we got left to do is we already did sign of the day. Let's do it again for you guys. Mountain.
Oh, mountain. As in, there is a beautiful mountain over there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, now we got fun fact, fake fact.
Oh yes. I have it for today.
Already ready?
I did my research.
Good job, dude.
Thank you.
See, we're getting better.
Yay!
It gets
It's
better.
a process.
It gets better.
All right. So, fun fact, fake fact. The top 6 foods that make you fart are beans, corn, bell peppers, cauliflower, cabbage, and beer. The second fact. In 2016, the state that produced the most corn was Iowa. So I will repeat those again. Yeah, hold your horses there, Roy Rogers. First fact. The top 6 foods that make you fart are beans, corn, bell peppers, cauliflower, cabbage, and milk. Shit!
Dude, you gotta write these down. Oh my god.
You know, mistakes are just happy little accidents that was a good one too. I'm really upset with myself.
You
know,
that's the second week in a row.
You know what?
You have to write them down now.
Yeah,
even your fake
because
fact.
when I'm reading it, yeah.
So, all right.
Well, guess what? I changed beer for milk. There. The illusion's gone. I was gonna trick you. Fine. Now I gotta find another one. Anyways.
You're so dumb, dude.
You know, well, I tried, at least.
Right when you said milk, I was like, you guy. Oh my god. So I thought we were getting better.
I know. Well, I was close. Third time's the charm. I always want to say, third time's the try. I don't know why, but, third time is the charm.
Third time's the try. Yeah, we tried 3 times.
Okay. I like how one of these has, details here. Okay. Oh, let me go to read more. You know what? I apologize. This is...
Come on.
Do the Jeopardy. All right. First fact. In Uganda, 50% of the population is under the age of 15 years old. Second fact. Uganda gained its independence in 1936.
Uganda, be kidding me. Okay, repeat those and
Okay.
don't screw it up this time.
in Uganda, 50% of the population is under the age of 15 years old.
Okay.
Second fact, Uganda gained its independence in 1936.
Great.
Yeah.
Those were the same this time.
Yeah, I know.
Good job.
Yeah.
What are we titling this one again? Fuck Nazis.
Woo!
Yeah, fuck Nazis. AKA JJ's Choice. Yeah. Well,
I think
that's it.
Excuse me.
I was Ian.
I'm still Keone.
Oh, wow. Deep.
Yeah.
And that was Porkchop Podcast.
Right, we'll try to get better next time.
Yeah, we probably won't.
Okay.